I'm going to talk about why you need to work out and how to improve your diet. The reason why you need to work out is pretty obvious. Working out and doing exercise can improve your physical health, your mental health, your social health, and greatly improves your chances of success by improving discipline and improving commitment. If you feel good in your body, you're able to do more things, you're able to feel better, you're able to be more healthy, live a longer life. Who doesn't want all of those benefits? When it comes to diet, having a good diet does the exact same thing. It allows you to be a lot more healthy, allows you to live a longer life, be more committed, have better discipline. It also cuts down instant gratification, which helps you to remove your addictions. It just has a ton of benefits. So let me just get rid of some common excuses and misbeliefs when it comes to working out, doing exercise, and eating healthy. First one is that it's too hard. It's not too hard. It's very simple. All you have to do is work out the muscle groups twice a week, to follow some of the fitness rules, and you only need to work out for about 1 hour a day. You don't need to work out that hard. You only need to work out maybe like 5-6 times a week, and you continue that for a long period of time and you'll see results. As for eating, it's really pretty simple. All you do is you replace it with good foods, bad foods with good foods, and try to optimize your diet so you get the best out of it. The second common misbelief or excuse is that people don't have enough time. Like I just mentioned 2 seconds ago, it only takes like an hour to do an exercise, doesn't take too long for cardio, and to eat healthy, you can pre-make your meals, which will cut down on how much time it'll take to be able to eat healthy. And the third excuse that people like to have is that, oh, I don't have the equipment. I need equipment to do it. I need knowledge. I need all this other stuff. You don't need anything. You could do body weight exercises, which will do the same amount as if you had equipment. You might not be able to do you might not be able to do exactly the same things as if you had equipment. You might not see exactly the same results, but it'll be pretty similar. So you can literally just do like 10 push-ups, 100 push-ups a day, every single day for a year, and you'll see results. So you don't need equipment. To eat healthy, it may cost a little bit more, but in the long term, it's the biggest thing that you can invest in, besides education. Education and health are the two things you should invest in. If you think not prioritizing your health is a good thing, then you are insane, because having good health means you live longer, you feel better, you're less depressed, and it cuts down on all of these health problems which cost more money in medication and doctors' offices and trips and surgical and all this other rubbish that you have to go through because of things that could have been prevented with a good diet. See this so many times where people say, I can't work out because, it's too hard, it's too this. They create a bunch of excuses. They don't need to work out. They're perfectly fine. It's too hard. They don't enjoy it. They enjoy being in their body currently. It's not about enjoying being in your body currently. It's about being healthy and being fit. And I'll explain how to do that safely and effectively in a moment. But these people won't exercise. They won't eat healthy. And they end up getting super depressed because being unhealthy makes you feel bad, especially when you're extremely unhealthy. Makes you have poor mental health. Having poor mental health leads to depression. Depression leads to pills and all this other rubbish that you have to take that doctors give you, which cost you more money. Why not just work on your health and your fitness? Something that can be easily done, and you won't have to go down all of this horrible paths, and you won't be depressed, and you won't be this, and you won't be that. You'll be fine. You'll feel good, you'll feel happy, and you'll be able to do whatever you want. So, how do you start with exercising? I'll start with exercising, then I'll cover how to do dieting and some information on that next. Basically, the first thing you want to keep in mind when exercising is that you need to work out each muscle group for an effective workout twice a week on average. This is about the standard, is twice a week. So you could structure in a split routine, which is just where you do one part one day, one part the next day, one part the next day, and then repeat it again. This is what I personally do. I'll do chest, triceps, and shoulders on Monday and Thursday. On Tuesday and Friday, I'll do core, biceps, and back. And on Wednesday and Saturday, I do legs, and Sunday is a rest day. Then it comes to cardio. Cardio, I do it every single day except for rest days and leg days. Leg days because it's really, really, really strenuous on your legs and you want to give them a good workout but not to overdo it. And rest days because it's a rest day. So cardio, you can literally just do like a run. If you're whatever your fitness level is, you'll do some form of cardio. Whatever your fitness level is for like workouts, you can do any range of reps. But I would say if you're starting off with exercising, I would say to target each muscle group, maybe just do exactly what I said, which is chest, triceps, and shoulders on Monday. On Tuesday, do back, biceps, and core, and on Wednesday, do legs, and repeat this for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with Sunday being rest day. Do that if you want to, you can do your own routine, but if you're following this, your amount of reps that you should be doing, it depends on what you're after. If you're after strength, it's normally about 5 to 8 reps. That's the rep range. If you're after hypertrophy, or like aesthetics and like bodybuilding and stuff like that, you'll do 10 to 15 reps, I think is the range for that. I do about 12, and if anything above 15 is just purely endurance. The thing to keep in mind though is that if you do one rep range for a long period of time, it'll actually get you like a plateau. You'll get kind of used to it. And then swapping from like a hypertrophy range to a strength range will actually provide more hypertrophy results than it did previously before. So that's something called shocking the muscle. You can look more into that if you want to. It's pretty simple. Just change it every once in a while. Maybe go up to 15, down to 10, up to 15, down to 10, 12, 15, 10. Try to stay around the hypertrophy range, because going down to strength, sometimes we just do more strength than hypertrophy. But normally, they're the ranges, 5 to 8 strength, 10 to 15 hypertrophy, bodybuilding, and 15 plus is just for endurance purely. Thing to keep in mind, and this is something that I learned out the hard way, is that what you need to do before a workout is consume a good amount of carbs, because this actually helps to prevent muscle loss. And muscle loss is a big problem because other family members in my family have complained about, they were overweight, they went to a doctor, the doctor put them on this diet to lose weight very, very, very quickly. They lost the weight quickly, but they also lost tons of muscle with it, and they felt good, but they were anorexic, and then they put the weight back on to make themselves, look better and feel better. The thing is, you need to consume tons of protein, and you need to consume carbs before your workout in order to actually maintain that muscle. You also need to maintain a balance of like healthy fats and all the other stuff, but you need to consume a ton of protein and a good amount of carbs before a workout. I personally like to consume a good amount of carbs before a workout. I have like a breakfast, 30 minutes later I'll do my workout, and then after my workout I'll have a protein bar just to give me a boost of energy, and because I feel like that helps a little bit with preventing muscle loss, and the energy that I've just used I gain back. When it comes to how long you need to exercise, normally it's around 1 hour to 3 hours max. It doesn't take that long to exercise. You don't want to be just working out for like 5 hours, 8 hours, 4 hours. It's ridiculous. You don't need to do too much work when you're working out to actually get results. You just need to give it about 70% or higher full focus and attention. So imagine you have one rep. You have to lift up this, if you're doing a push-up, you do one push-up, and that's the only rep you could do for the whole day, and you need to get the same results. How slow are you going to make that rep? How much focus and tension are you going to put into it? How much energy are you going to use with that one rep? You're going to give it your all. You're going to give it like 99.99%, 100%. All you need to do is give about 70% with each and every rep that you do, and you'll see good results. When it comes to sets, you don't really need to do too many sets. Normally you'd space it apart to give yourself a little bit of rest between each workout. So you do 12 sets, well not 12 sets, 12 reps and 2 sets with like a 30-second rest in between. Make sure that when you're working out you take rests, short breaks, in between each and every set that you do. Each and every set that you do, take a short break. Now, you take as long as a break as you need, but do not use that as an excuse to take like a 20-minute break or a 10-minute break because, oh, you're tired. You take a short break, normally it's like 30 seconds to 5 minutes max, and then you get back to working out, exercising. The next thing you need to remember while you're exercising is to drink plenty of water. You don't want to be dehydrated. You want to consume plenty and plenty of water. That allows you to continue without like passing out or feeling really, really, really sick and getting tired very quickly. Also, do not overdo it. If you are feeling extremely lightheaded or you are feeling like you're about to pass out, then stop, take a break, and if you are extremely disciplined, or even if you're not that extremely disciplined, try and go back later, maybe like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, have something small to eat, come back and give it another shot. If you still can't, put it on pause, rearrange your workout routine, and try and lower it down because that is obviously way too intense for what you're doing. The thing is that exercising and working out isn't going to provide immediate results. You're not going to see results within 30 days. You're not going to see results within 2 months. You are going to have to spend a very long time in order to see results. It's a lifestyle change. It's not an instant fix that you can just, boom, I'm fit and healthy again. It's a lifestyle change. You start it and you continue it for the rest of your life. The next thing is that before you're about to go and start your workout or your exercising, make sure that you stretch and warm up. If you need to do a quick like jog, you need to do, like some very light versions of whatever exercise you're about to do that for a warm-up, and also stretch, because stretching is extremely important in not getting any injuries while you're doing your exercises. And after you have finished doing your exercising and workouts and cardio and all of that, do another stretch, because then this will minimize the risk of injury in the long term and in the short term. Now, when it comes to diet, things that I found useful when I did some research into dieting is that you need to consume a good amount of carbs in the morning. You need to consume about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, which is 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. Very hard to get. Recommend you have some protein shakes to be able to get all that protein in. You need to consume plenty of carbs, but not too much, because carbs turn into glucose, and glucose is sugar. Don't consume too much added sugars, because they're pretty bad for you. Consume about as little as you can, but still consume some added sugars. Make sure you consume plenty of healthy fats. Make sure that you consume plenty of fats in general, because fats aren't bad for you. Fats are actually really good. Don't have seed oils when you're cooking your food, because seed oils are bad for you, extremely terrible. Just don't use them. Almonds, if you're going to have almonds to get the healthy fats, like in the morning, you can chuck them in your cereal, they're really useful. You've got to try and keep it to about 23 almonds per day. That's like an average for everyone, 23 almonds a day. And also make sure they're blanched almonds, because almond skin actually contains a certain type of lectin, which is a little like microbe thing, that will stick to the insides of your bowels and put holes in them. Yeah, holes. So, very bad if you are consuming tons and tons and tons of almonds, like I do, daily, if they have skin. So, make sure they're blanched almonds, and try to consume a good amount of all of the things you need. Really, I'm not going to go into detail on exactly what foods to eat to get all of this. All I'm saying is to consume a good amount of everything, exactly what you need. You can look it up online. You can Google your age, your gender, or your age and your gender, and, like, how much should I consume? I'm this, how much should I consume? that's how you can get these numbers. I've done it for myself, and I've customized my diet, and it is pretty good. It's given me tons of energy. I feel extremely healthy. I'm able to work out, do all this stuff. Protein is extremely hard to get a ton of, because like 2 whole pieces of chicken would be like 30 grams of protein. That's a whole meal, 30 grams of protein. So I'd recommend you consume some protein shakes, protein bars, other stuff like that to be able to get that massive amount of protein that you need within within one day. Make sure you consume all of the right amounts of stuff for you, not for everyone else, for you. Don't set unrealistic exercise and fitness goals. Keep it in mind, you do want to see results, and you want to push as hard as you can to become as fit as possible. But you don't want to expect that in 30 days you're going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not going to happen. Now, other things to keep in mind for dieting is that dieting, just like exercising, is a lifestyle change. You fully change it. It's permanent. Once you start, you never stop. You've got to cut out all, not even if you can, all of these added instant gratification, junk food rubbish. Okay? Cakes, chocolates, fatty pizzas, all of this other rubbish. Cut it out completely. You do not need it. You should not be consuming it. Have some self-control. If you struggle with that, go and check out my full guide to mental health, as that covers exactly how to improve your mental health and to get more discipline so that you're able to achieve all of these things that I'll be mentioning in more videos. So when it comes to diet, eat all the things you're supposed to, get all of the protein that you need for the day. Fats aren't bad for you. Make sure you're consuming plenty of fats. Try not to get too much sugar, like added sugars. Cut out all of the excess junk food. I think also when it comes to fruits, you're supposed to have 2 to 5 fruits per day. Personally, I just add my fruits into my cereal, and I eat some fruits along the day. That's so much easier. Consume fruits, eat healthy, do your own research, because I can't tell you what you need to eat. I can tell you the categories and the things that are good for you and all of this, but I can't tell you exactly the amount of grams and everything you need to eat in order to be healthy. No. If you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, here's a tip for you. First, calculate your caloric maintenance level, which is how many calories you need to consume per day in order to maintain the weight you're currently at. You can do this with online calculators. These all work. So calculate caloric maintenance thing, write it down. Now, you can take 300 grams or 100 grams off of your caloric maintenance, and what that will do is it'll give you a caloric deficit. You eat in a caloric deficit, still consuming the right amounts of proteins, of course, because if you're losing weight, consume tons of protein, because protein will keep the muscle on, and you won't just look anorexic like I mentioned earlier. You need to eat in a caloric deficit, and you need to consume plenty of protein. You need to consume all the other stuff that you need to consume, but you need to eat in a caloric deficit, and you'll lose weight. Over a long period of time, about 2 to 3 months, you'll lose your weight. You'll lose maybe 10 kilos or something. If you want to gain weight, because you're very skinny and you don't feel good being skinny, or you're anorexic or stuff like this, what you can do is you can eat a caloric surplus, which is where you eat more than what your maintenance level is, and in turn, you will end up putting on weight. Of course, make sure it's still healthy and still consume plenty of protein, but once you put on weight, you'll put on muscle and fat. Now, you can burn that fat, and you'll still keep the muscle, which will make you look bigger, and you won't be overweight and fat. So that's how you can gain weight. That's, how you can do that. I'm not going to go into full detail on how to do that. I'm just saying, if you want to work out, you want to get fit, you want to get healthy, this is what you need to do. You need to work out, do your research, do your exercises daily, stretch, eat the right food, consume plenty of water, cut out all of the junk food and instant gratification, and you need to, if you're going to lose weight, track your calories. your caloric maintenance level, your caloric deficit level, your caloric surplus level. You calculate all of these, and you eat in a caloric deficit or a caloric surplus, and you gain or lose weight according. It's really, really, really simple. Losing and gaining weight isn't the hard bit. Working out isn't the hard bit. It's mostly just the food you consume, because our brains are so hooked on instant gratification that that's all we crave. That's why it's hard to eat healthy. But if you can get past that, losing weight, gaining weight, getting fit, eating healthy, piece of cake. So, I hope that this video has helped someone. This might have been a little bit rough or like botched and, not clean and perfect, but I like to have unedited, raw, mostly unfiltered videos. And I'm going to leave a link to my Discord and my Facebook page in the description. Check those out. I'll also, in the description, describe my full workout routine so that can help you out. And I hope that you found some value in this video, and keep up the good work.